Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, I'm Akshata and I regularly post vlogs on lifestyle, fitness, basically recording every random moments and keeping it very real and very raw. So it'll mean a lot to me if you go and subscribe. So moving on with the video, today we'll be reviewing the books that I've read over the past 2 months and deciding whether these books were worth the hype or not. So let's go. First up, we have You'll Be the Death of Me by Karen McManus. I'm sorry if I'll be pronouncing it all wrong, all the author's name wrong. So basically, this book is about a teen murder mystery. Um, it wasn't that bad, but I just did not connect with the characters at all. I mean, basically, I was just reading a teen drama with a side of murder mystery, and I was waiting for my oh my god moments, but it did not come. And I expected a lot from this book. I don't know why, because she has also written One of His Lying, upon which a Netflix series has also been made. I did not watch that. I did not read the book either. This is the first book I'm reading of hers, and I didn't like it that much. I mean, but if you're looking for a teen murder mystery, you can go for this. I mean, the main problem I think also was that I did not care who was guilty. So, yeah, it lacked connection. I felt like it lacked depth for me. But if you want to read a teen drama murder mystery, you can go for it. Or you can watch the One of Us is Lying. But after this, I don't think I'll be watching that or reading the book either. Next up, we have Anxious People by Frederick Beckman. Oh my god, I loved this book. So basically, it's a warm hug in the form of a book, but in a very hilarious way. So basically, what happens is like a bank robber takes a bunch of strangers hostages at an apartment viewing, and what follows is a deep dive into their traumas, secrets, and well, anxiety. Seriously, Beckman's writing style is very witty, very funny. I loved. I mean, Beckman's style is so funny, so witty that I forgot that these people were in a hostage crisis. We're in the middle of a hostage crisis, and I'm laughing. I never thought a book, a novel, could make me laugh, but it did. It made me relate to the characters. It made me emotional. It made me laugh. So, yeah, a drama, a mystery, everything in one book. So, I loved it, and I think I highly recommend this book. It's something different from the murder mystery, from the rom coms that I usually read. It's basically all the characters in this book are so messed up. They have their own traumas, they have their own messed up life that makes you relate with each and every one of them. I usually read murder mysteries and rom-coms, and the characters in every novels are so perfect, are so nearly to perfect that it might be a cute plot, cute story, but obviously I cannot relate to those stories, but I could relate to the characters of this book. So I highly recommend this if you're looking for something drama, something comedy, something thriller, and something very, very relatable. So highly recommend this book. Next up, we have Verity by Colin Hoover. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. So I had this book in my um, to read list, but I was very, very skeptical about Colin Hoover writing murder mystery type, because she usually writes rom. If you don't know who Colin Hoover is, she has written It Starts With Us, It Ends With Us, and so I was like, okay, maybe, let's put this on hold. And I was so mad at myself by the end of this book that why did I put this book on hold? Oh my god, it was good. It's dark, it's mystery, it's thriller. I loved it. I genuinely had my jaw on the floor by the end. But, there's a big but. The end left me a bit confused, a bit, I don't know if I should be saying this, but because of its kind of open ending. So I had a lot of questions. I wanted to discuss this book with someone who had read this. So if you have read this, please let me know. I want to discuss about this book. So in this book, there's an author. There's a very famous author, Verity. She meets with an accident, but she has a bunch of books lined up for her to complete, to finish. But now, since she has met with an accident, she isn't, obviously she is not able to complete the book. So what her loving husband does is he hires someone who has similar writing style to that of Verity. He hires that person, and he calls that person to her house कि आजा तू उसके office में जा. So Verity's office is in the house only, so she has all the books, everything, every manuscript, everything in her office. So now the new author now has to finish the rest of her book. So now she has to get into the mind of Verity. Now she has to get familiar with the writing style. So what she does is the new author visits the Verity's office, Verity's house. When she visits her house, when she's in her office, she finds a manuscript, an autobiography of Verity, which wasn't intended for anyone to read, but she read it and she comes across a very, very dark, chilling information about her past, about her family's past, and it just keeps getting dark and dark and dark. So yeah, the end was pretty nice. I liked the book. I liked the ending. Did not expect it at all. The ending, of course. If you're okay with dark psychological thriller mystery books, then you can go for it. What the hype? What the hype? Next up, we have The Housemaid by Freda McFadden. This one started off great, suspense, thriller, but after a point, I thought it was quite predictable. I could predict what was gonna happen next. I mean, not everything, but the main twist, we could predict it. Though ending, it didn't surprise me because it was quite predictable. And but if you're looking for something domestic, thriller, suspense type, then you can go for this book. But not worth the hype, honestly. I mean, it was very well written, very quick read, easy read, but predictable. So yeah. And also, if you like the girl on the train and the woman in the window, then you might like this one too. Next up, we have Good Girl Bad Blood by Holly Jackson, the follow-up book on Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I mean, it's not an entire continuation, but obviously the characters are same. I found the previous book, Good Girl's Guide to Murder, much better than this book. Of course, I did not expect the twist, I did not expect the ending. But also, I wasn't shocked. I wasn't like, oh, okay, oh my god, ye kya ho gaya? Did not quite connect with the plot. Did not get the same oof that I got from the previous book. Maybe it was the second book slump, but it did not have the same excitement or tension. It was a good book. Of course, I did not expect the ending. I did not expect the plot twist, but still, I like the first one. It's still worth a read if you're interested or if you're invested in the series. And the last one, Too Good to Be True by Prajakta Kohli. This one is a rom-com where a 31-year-old CEO falls in love with a 23-year-old law student. 31-year-old CEO falling in love with a 23-year-old law student. Cute love story, but you won't be able to relate to the plot. Of course. So I was like, basically, we're in a K drama now. Like, what in Karan Johar movie was happening in this book? Love story, cute. But the problem was that I felt like it lacked a little plot, a little story. There was no much drama. So basically, I've read so many rom-coms. The thing is, drama होता है. हर rom-com में drama होता है. We know what we are signing up for. We know कि बहुत कुछ होने वाला है that we won't be able to relate to. But this one did not have that drama, though usually जो cute love story books में होते हैं, it did not have that drama. So I felt like it lacked a little plot, it lacked a little drama. End में 15 pages were good. It had that drama, but otherwise cute only. It's relatable in terms of her thoughts. Basically, the characters' names are Avni and Aman. So it's their point of view, Aman's and Avni's point of view. So basically, she was quite relatable in terms of her thoughts, in terms of her humor. I needed more from the story. I mean, give me a little suspense, give me a little drama, then more drama, and maybe less perfect guy syndrome. It was cute. I mean, I think it was Prajakta Kohli's first book. Yeah, it was the first book. So, good attempt by her, I guess. But yeah, I mean, worth a read. And that is it for today's video. And of course, I'm not a professional. These are just my point of view, my thoughts, and my takes on these books. So please do not come at me in the comment section or DM me and saying कि ये क्या unprofessional review था. It is just my thoughts, my opinions. Okay, it doesn't matter. If you all have any suggestions, if you all want me to read some other books, please let me know. I love when people suggest me books. I love it. I love it even more when someone suggests me a book and I end up liking it. I will see you in my next video. And it also has a third book.
Look in my eyes, and my eyes are set.
I got it.
दस की समझती है तू